Okay, everybody, so you just saw the video and responded to it about the candle carousel. So I wanted to make sure that you saw and noticed the procedure here that I linked to you in the on Google Classroom. So what I want to make sure that you see or how we're going to make the candle carousel, and I just want you to just kind of make sure that you read through all the directions and how we're going to take these materials and turn them into the candle carousel. So we're going to be using some aluminum pans. We're going to have a template to create a windmill. As you see here, it gives you directions on how to cut along the solid lines. We're folding along the dashed lines or dotted lines. And there's lots of different steps to this. So I'm going to have you make sure that you are working in your groups when you do this, and make sure that everyone's following the jobs that you have in your groups. We might have time to decorate them. We'll see if we have extra time to do this. This might take us a couple of days to create these and get them working. So as I said, I'm kind of scrolling through here very quickly, but make sure you read all these procedures before tomorrow so that you are knowing what you're supposed to do when you are creating these candle carousels. I will also have these directions printed for you and everything that you need. I'll have all the materials ready for you. But just make sure there's some preciseness to this and making sure that you are making the cuts really straight. You're measuring out the straw, you're measuring the skewer, you're placing the candles on the pan as well to make sure everything works okay. The other thing I want to emphasize to you, obviously, is that I will be supporting and helping you with the candles and lighting them. I know that it's a safety issue, so we'll make sure that we are not having any other air sources around when we are making these carousels, and that we are safe when we are using the matches or lighters. And I'll go over that also again tomorrow with you. So the other thing I wanted to show you and make sure that you had was that you have a data table in your science notebook. So you can create it to look like this, which is a good sample, and make sure that you're recording that. In fact, before tomorrow, make sure that this particular data table is in your science notebook already. So that will be your homework tonight, to make sure that you have the data table there. And the other part of your homework will be that you are have the Science Journal app downloaded on your phone. And as you can see here, this part of the lab procedures and explanations are listed in how you're going to set up your phone to record data, and this will be the data you record on the data table as well. And you're going to make sure that your phone is underneath the aluminum strip, and it blocks the phone light sensor. And what's going to happen is the carousel will turn, and every time it turns, the aluminum will block the sensor for your light, so it'll count the rotations of your carousel. So it's a pretty cool way to record some data. And I'll show you also real quick here how to do it. There's also some other things to look at with the flashlight and everything. So again, make sure you read all of this, and that we're recording. This is kind of a sample of data from the app that we're using. And this app is available for your iPhone as well as any Droid phones. So the app, it's pretty cool. It's called, again, Science Journal app, and you can link it here on this web page. If you click on this link, it'll take you to the Science Journal app, which I already have on my phone. So I'm going to show you where that is on my phone. So I'm going to click on that, and you'll see there it says Welcome to Science Journal. And I really like that you can also take some notes. So if you are not doing the experiment tomorrow, or with your group and you're not doing a lot, you can take some notes here. So kind of write some things down. And then to record the data, you're going to actually go to this bottom part here. If you could see that little bar that I'm moving right now, there's a little section there. And there is the, I went right to it, but it's the light app. So it's going to show your brightness. So it's the little light bulb, and you're going to press on the light bulb. And you're going to see, if you could see my screen right now, it's recording data already. And the other thing you can do is at the top part of your phone, there's a sensor. And what you'll see is I'm kind of moving my finger back and forth over the light sensor. And that is why the data is moving. So it's really cool, and you can record it and have that as part of your data. So it's called the Science Journal app. And again, if you go to your phone, it looks like that. It looks like a purple notebook. And we're going to be using that tomorrow. We can actually practice using it on a couple other things. And there's lots of other ways to use the Science Journal app. But I'm going to please make sure you actually have this app added to your phone. And we're going to be using that tomorrow. So I'll look forward to doing this fun